So for this video, I want to go over supine pigeon and then regular pigeon. So this is for hamstrings, for hip flexors, for the low back, for a lot of different things. So for supine pigeon, what you'll do is you'll go down on the ground. You're going to start coming down on your back, feet flat on the ground. Starting on the right side, we'll take our right knee, and if you want, you can just give it a hug into the chest. And then you'll take that right ankle and put it just on top of the left knee. From here, take your right hand, gently press the right inner thigh away from the body. So what you're looking for is to always keep the head, the shoulders, and the tailbone all down on the ground. You'll have a slight arch of the back, but probably that will also be fixed into the ground. So, and you can stay here, applying however you want to with this pressure, just making sure you're paying attention. I like to keep a flexed foot when I'm doing this. When you're ready, you'll start to draw your left knee into your chest. Take your right hand and thread it through the little triangle you've made with your legs, and come interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Now it's tempting to try and get that to lean to the right, but see if you can keep everything square on the mat and keep that tailbone down. From here, that left shin should be pretty parallel to the ground, and again, flex your foot, engage the whole leg. From here, draw the left knee in, and as you do, you can take your right elbow and gently press it into the right inner thigh. And keep pulling here. Remember to breathe. Now if this is feeling pretty good, you can keep coming. Now what you want to avoid is curling. You don't want that. You want to keep that tailbone down on the ground. One way to make sure you're doing that is to take hold of that right foot, right knee, and see if you can just hold this here. Maybe extend the left leg long. Now, you don't want to let go. It'll snap like a rubber band. You're just going to swing it. So you can keep hugging this right leg in. If the left leg has gone long, flex the left toes. Press the left leg into the ground. When you're ready to come out, bring this left knee back. Catch the right foot. Come down. And switch sides. Left ankle on top of right knee. Gently press that left inner thigh away from the body. Again, you're keeping everything down. Flex your left foot. For me, this side is not as tight. When you're ready, draw right knee in. Thread the left hand through the triangle you made with your legs. Flex your right foot. Gently press the left elbow into the left inner thigh as you draw right knee in toward your chest. And breathe. And you can hold this for as long as you like. This is a nice static hold. Again, to ensure that tailbone's down, sometimes I like to just hold on to the foot and right knee, let my right leg go down, maybe extend it forward. For some people, they do like to hover that right extended long leg. I like to place it down on the ground. From here, a little bit of movement is fine. Working in to the hip, finding the sweet spots. Keep hugging it into you, and then when you're ready, bring that right knee back, catch the ankle, set it back down, set your feet down, and there you go. And you can rock on up. So, if you want to go on to pigeon, I recommend having a blanket or a pillow or a bolster, that's fine, but a pillow works just as well. So what you're going to do with that, it's a much more intense posture for the knee, for the hip flexors, for the hips. So you really want to be mindful, know where you're at, know when to stop. I also like to have a block handy to rest my forehead on at some point. So what you'll do, and I'll demonstrate this on the right side first. So you can come onto your hands and knees. And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to cross this right knee down. You're going to walk the left leg back you're trying to get your shin, this right shin, not parallel, but closer to parallel than just like in. Keep the hips nice and high, and then untuck those toes. Take a peek at that back leg. You want to make sure the left foot isn't sickling out one way or the other. You want it to be nice and straight. And just sometimes I use my mat as my guide, but you can also just see and feel. And then what you want to do is really to engage those hip flexors, hug everything in. So if you're like, I can't let go, you need to keep practicing right here and don't go any lower. The other thing, oh, my pillow's too far away. I'm going to come out of this, grab my pillow. If this right hip is high, stick that pillow underneath it. And then from here, you can start to walk your hands forward. Maybe you stop here. Take several deep breaths. I like to think of this as you peel back the layers, layer by layer by layer. Maybe you come onto the forearms, pausing here, making sure you can take deep breaths. Your breath is your indicator that you need to either ease back or that you're okay. If you're finding it shallow, harder to take that breath, fine, come back. Just come back up here. Otherwise, walking forward, and again, having another pillow or having a block to rest your forehead on. Closing your eyes here. Sometimes in classes, I'll have people who will have the class hold this for a good minute. So 1 or 2 breaths. Maybe if that's all you can handle, that's fine. Otherwise, staying here and really letting this sink in. And again, we're trying to avoid having a hip that's really high, but perhaps that hip can find the ground and you can lower down. Otherwise, have that pillow or blanket underneath. When you're ready to come out, you're just going to walk your hips, your hands back, tuck the back toes, start to walk that knee back up, maybe lift up, set that knee down. There you go. And then the other side. So this left knee is going to come down. You're going to walk it forward. Left knee down. Flex that left foot. Curl your back toes. Wiggle it back. Come onto your fingertips. Gaze forward. Again, if the left hip is a little high, grab that pillow. Set it underneath. Untuck your toes. Check the foot. Make sure it's nice and level. And then when you're ready, sinking down little by little. Hands down, maybe forehead. Maybe you come all the way to the ground. Again, keeping this bent knee or the foot of the bent knee flexed will help. We want to protect the knee joint, want to protect the ankle joint. We always back away from pain. We can find an edge, we can find an intensity, but not pain. When you're ready to come out of it, you walk your hands back, bring them underneath your shoulders, curl your back toe. Remember, you walked that knee back, so walk it forward, and then simply lift back and out. So a really intense hip stretch right there. Okay, good luck.